Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Nicole with Made from Scrap, and today I just want to do a quick little project share. I am trying to work on putting up additional videos on my channel, so I hope you support that and give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. That really helps my channel grow. So here is one of the things that I pulled out of my stash. I had purchased this not too long ago from Country Craft Creations. This is the Simple Stories, Simple Cards card kit. Summer Snapshots is what it's called, and I did make all of these cards. There's 8 of them. It's very fun to make one of these card kits. I'm enjoying them a lot because you really don't have to think so much, since they give you all the inspiration already on it that you can follow if you choose to. I did follow most of them nearly all the way. I mixed up just a little bit of odds and ends here and there, but so see, like I only put one of the ice creams because I'm going to use that second ice cream piece on something else. But each one of these cards, move this out of the way, there's 8 of them. Aren't they cute? So you can use them as birthday cards, you can use them as, you know, just have a nice day type of thing, thinking of you. Then once I did all of those 8 cards, I had quite a bit of punch outs that were left from that collection that was provided. So I went through my stash, I pulled out some pre-made cards that I had purchased a long time ago with this flowery background. I put together little bits and pieces with the ephemera, and then I used just a couple leftover sheets of white cardstock from project that I'm working on for 4th of July. So you can see that I made these 3 cards right here. I think I'm still going to put a little sentiment on here and maybe use my pen just like I did here. I think I'm going to do that. So I'm just using this Micron pen and literally just go around it and make a dashed line so that it looks like stitching, right? So it's faux stitching. So if you don't have a sewing machine or like to use your sewing machine for stitching on paper, I do. I love to do that. This is another way that you can get the same look, and you just literally go around and quickly do a little faux stitch by coloring in dashes. Doesn't that look cute? I think I'll do that on this one as well. You can put in a little zigzag, you know, isn't that cute? With another little dash through it, make it look like a faux zigzag, right? And then I think it just finishes it up just ever so slightly, right? And just make that little embellishment piece that you put on the front of the pre-made card pop a little bit more. So really, really fun. Okay, just like that. Isn't that cute? So those are 3 cards that I put together with extras. I have envelopes that I'm putting with them. And then I still had more, so I went through my stash of just little odds and ends that I had put together before. I had this white piece of artisan. I had used a paper collection to make these little strips before. I went ahead and used my sewing machine to make a couple of passes across it, and then I put this little fun acrylic piece on here and backed it on some red artisan that I had. So that's one that I went ahead and used up while I was doing this collection. I had this piece already with the fishtail on it, and I put together these couple of pieces from the ephemera that was left over and put it on a pre-made card. So these cards that I'm about to show you are from the Paper Studio. It's something I picked up on sale, I don't know, I think at Hobby Lobby maybe, but I just matched up the coloring that's with them. So here's the next one, pre-made card in the background that has the black. I used this one here. I was cutting out a die that is a stamp, and this is 100-pound white cardstock, so I wanted to use it, so I put it on another sheet to use it as a frame, and then put together some of the ephemera pieces that were left over. And then here is another one that is a black background of pre-made card with flowers on it, and I just layered up this piece and this piece. This I had previously made, this background here that was sticking around for me to do something with from a prior collection, scraps, and then I went ahead and put this piece together with the ephemera pieces from the Simple Stories. So those are just a couple ideas for you to hopefully inspire you to put together some projects. So that was a lot of fun. I did another Simple Stories card kit collection. This is using the Simple Vintage Linen Market. So let me just show you the cards real quick there. I did pull out some cardstock from my stash, this yellow, and went ahead and used my envelope punch board to make some envelopes for these cards because they don't come with envelopes. That's the one thing that I'm not sure why they don't come with envelopes, but they don't. So you just pull out your cardstock and you make your own. So here's one, here's another, and I did follow again the picture for the project pretty closely on these, but I think they're a lot of fun. Look at that zest one, isn't that pretty? You got this one with the hello, and then you got this one with the truck, and I thought that would go well with the brown cardstock. So this was a lot of fun. So it kind of inspired me. I still have a lot of ephemera pieces from this collection, this Vintage Linen Market collection. So with that, I figured let me go ahead and start putting these all in a little container. So I pulled out one of my plastic containers, put it in here, and then I said, you know what? I have a lot of odds and ends around the room at this point. I need to start coordinating them because I do need to go through my scraps. So I bunched up a bunch of things together, and I said, let me start pulling out some of my other items that I want to use and organizing, right? So I went to my scraps and I pulled out Christmas. Since it is July, let me pull out Christmas in July and let me see what I can put together. So in doing that, I went ahead and had a lot of fun. I did a little master board, which is really just ripping up a bunch of pieces. I do have a tutorial on my channel about doing a master board. So you can see I just use all different papers and just collage them together and then cut it down afterwards. And then I backed it on other cardstock. So here I backed it on the white and then the red. And then I used some red stickles here and here. Here I used a sentiment die, Crafty Greetings, and layered it up. And then I started doing just collages. So this is the way that I use up a lot of my scraps often, is just put together collages, and then I will come back to them and do something else with them. So here's some paper from Country Craft Creations that was left over from other projects. I just think these are fun. I mean, hopefully this gives you some inspiration. Here I went ahead and put these two of them on a card, so I can just put a white piece inside, stamp a sentiment, and then maybe stamp another sentiment to put on the front, or maybe I'll do a stamp of an ornament piece or something. That might look good. But see how it's just a collage? I think it's really fun that way. Here's a couple of pinks. Okay. And these can go into junk journals. You can make a pocket out of them, something like that. I'm just layering. See, it's very simple, just layering two different pages together. And I'll wait for another piece to come along that I can layer it up, just like this one. This one I used a bunch of different pieces. Here I have one. Okay. Here, this can end up being a belly band or a pocket. Okay. Here's another piece that I've layered up there. Here's a little card. I just need to put a sentiment on it, and then I can put an inside piece for a card. See, this looks very odd, right? As it, you want to second guess yourself all the time, but when I put a sentiment on here, it'll look very nice. This one also, I'm just collaging. Here's another leftover piece that I wanted to use. There's another leftover piece, so you can see I'm ready for it to be a pocket. I'll just end up probably stitching around it. This one I'll show you. This is glued so that it can be a pocket, just like that. And you know, that's very fun. So I hope this gave you some inspiration, and look forward to sharing more videos like this with you soon. Until next time, everyone, happy crafting you all. Bye.